Hey, it's Kim Commando Today, your daily podcast to keep you up to date with all things digital and beyond. And I'd love to have you be a part of our podcast. You can make an appointment to speak with me. Just head over to commando.com, and on the top right, there's a button that says Email Kim. Fill that out, and that's it. So I saw this story about Gen Zers.
Okay.
And as you know, I have a Gen Zer.
You do?
Mm-hmm. But this story was in the New York Post. It was about how Gen Zers are having their parents drive them to work. Okay.
I now get it. It was an epiphany. It just came to me. I understand why everyone is worried that AI is going to take over. Because by the time AI gets really going, this is the generation that's going to be in charge.
Yes. Now, there was an example where I thought, you know what, I might even have done that. Okay. But I don't think it even would have let me do it. But there's a gal, she's 27 years old. Okay. She's 27 years old. Okay. And she got a job in the city, and she had never taken the train before. So her father said, let me take you the day before, and I'll show you how to get on the train, how to get off the train.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, she's 27, but there's nothing wrong with that.
But other Gen Zers say it gives them a chance to, really like get themselves together before they go to work.
When mommy's driving?
Oh, honey, what are you having for lunch?
I can't wait until my children are old enough and I to. You know what? I can't wait to get out of the school pickup line. I don't know if everyone around the country has the problem
the school pickup line
we have here in Arizona, but the school pickup line is literally a living hell.
It is. So how is yours? How is yours?
For everyone involved, if you get in the line, you're actually in a lane of traffic.
Yes.
You're not in this special lane that nobody's in. You're in traffic. My kid's school is on Val Vista. It is a 3-lane road. When it's school pickup time, it is a 2-lane road because the pickup line goes for 4 miles.
So how do they do it? Do they have you just come down to like a slow, and then the kid jumps in, and then you go on?
No, we're in the line, and like I said, it's 4 miles long, not an exaggeration. And then once you turn the corner, there's someone there with a remote, and they put in your number. You're displaying your kid's number, and they put in your number, and then there's 5 cones, and they tell you what color cone you're at, and you pull up and you grab your kid off the cone. Once you pick them up, you're on school premises, but school premises fits, 11 cars. Oh. So it's just poor planning.
Yeah,
and it's the worst. I hate it. So I can't wait to move past that, let alone not driving them at all. You need to get your license at 16. We talked about this in the podcast before, where 16-year-olds aren't even getting their license.
I know, but they need to do it. I remember one time that there was like that whole school pickup line, and then I spotted like in between like 2 parking spots, there was like a tree that used to be there, and the tree was no longer there, and that if I could go through there, and then I could jump the curb, and then I could bypass the line to get in.
Yeah.
So I was like,
I would hate you.
So I did that.
How often would you do that?
I did it for, I don't know, probably like a month. And then one time I went to do it, they put up a chain.
They should. We have, before you turn into the school, it's on Apple. And so you have to turn right onto Apple, and then you go into the school. And parents will cut across the Apple to skip the line, and I think they should be hung. I think all those parents that do that should be murdered.
But you know what? You bring up a good point, because when the kids can drive themselves to school, that is like amazing.
Freedom!
It is. It's so nice. It's so great. And so Ian's driving himself to school, and I had to put a tracker in his car just to like see how fast he was going and all this other stuff.
Nothing wrong with that.
I never really checked it.
Something wrong with that?
Because Barry said that he would.
Oh. But you said, no, it's like that Spider-Man meme. Yes. Everyone's pointing at each other who didn't check.
He actually said that he would check.
And?
Okay, so he's not checking, so I figure out, I better go check. So I check, and I see like hard brakes and going 60 miles an hour in a 40 mile per hour zone.
Right.
I mean, so then I call him into my office at the house. I said, listen, Ian, this is not working out for me. Okay, you need to slow down. I show him the reports from the onboard diagnostic port thing that I put in there. And I said, you know what, you're grounded. You can't drive your car for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
You just punished yourself.
Okay. So, damn. So I take him to school, and then I'm like, crap, now I got to go pick him up at 3:00.
Right.
And then I noticed like the next day, like we called it the squad. He had like a guy, like a guy group.
Sure.
And there was like probably 8 guys in this. And so I'm dropping them off, and all 8 guys are sitting there taking pictures.
Making fun of him because mommy's dropping him off at school?
No, because he was getting cred because I'm dropping him off in an F-12.
There's no punishment here. He's chauffeured in a fancy car.
So he's like getting his backpack out of a Ferrari. So he's
How
like,
fast did you unground him?
that afternoon,
Yes.
I said, that's it. Just drive nicer.
Right.
Okay? Just drive better.
You know what? We'll go back to not paying attention to the app. Ignorance is bliss.
Forget that Live 360 thing. We
Right.
don't need to know anything about it. And on that happy note, welcome, folks. It's Kim Commando Today. It's your podcast about, well, all things digital and then some, because we talk about, well, Andrew, it seems like we talk about everything.
Everything.
It does.
Yeah, it's just a talk show. That's all it is.
That's all it is.
We have a tech spin on some things, but we talk about our lives, talk about what's going on. Yeah, of course.
And I'm giving away a $500 gift card to Amazon.
That's so kind of you.
So nice.
You are.
So nice.
The best person.
Winfromkim.com. Winfromkim.com. Okay, now there's a catch. You do have to get a few issues of our newsletter. That's free.
It's free, though.
It is free. And it's like 600,000 people open it every single day. You're going to love it.
There's no money.
And we're starting something new on the podcast. I didn't tell you this. We're going to start something new. It's called shout-outs. So people that leave nice words, and we're going to say, hey, thank you to them during the podcast. And so,
okay.
If you do get the podcasts, if you do get the newsletter, you scroll all the way to the bottom. There's like a place where you can rate the newsletter. And then you can also leave a few kind words. And then leave your name and your city, state, whatever. And then we're going to go ahead and do that. And also, if you want to leave us an audio greeting, voicemail. I like you when you said voicemail.
Yeah.
Is that you can send that to podcasts@commando.com. That's podcast with an S at commando.com. All right.
Also, if you're watching on YouTube, I got
yes.
one more. Hold on.
Dang.
These are a lot of plugs we got to do
You know
here.
what? You are learning. It only took you like 20 years.
If you're watching us on YouTube and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Once you do, you will get notified every single time we go live, when we drop a new short, a new video. Makes it really easy. If you're listening just to the audio version, go over to youtube.com/commando, subscribe so you can watch the video version of the podcast.
And so now, and this is part of the show where I like to, bring people up to date. Because you always want to be, as I like to say, tech ahead. Because if not,
You'll be left tech behind.
in the digital dust. Because the FBI comes out a couple of weeks ago and they say, the Chinese hackers are looking at all your text messages.
Right.
Okay.
Don't text.
So they came out the other day and said, oh, those Chinese hackers, they're also getting your 2-factor authentication codes. Okay.
What are they going to do with them, though? Once I
into your
use them,
accounts?
but they got to beat me to it. It's like a race.
Yes.
First one to Hulu gets the password.
Got it. So they're saying now you need to use authenticator apps instead of 2-factor authentication codes.
Okay, I don't disagree with that, but authenticator apps for some reason are very difficult for me to set up, and
Why?
I don't know why. I don't know. I'm still working on 3 weeks trying to get my email to connect to it, and I can't.
Okay.
I feel tech stupid.
You just do. Well, I'm not going to go there. You just get the Google Authenticator app,
Okay,
or you can get Authy.
that's the one I think I have is Authy.
Okay, try Google Authenticator app.
Okay,
Okay, so you just download that sucker, put it in, then it gives you the authentication codes.
you've been there once though, when you're trying to do something with technology and you're on attempt like 13, and then you just give up.
Just forget
you
it.
literally just walk away.
It's it's always something with Barry's stuff. I mean,
Not yours?
No, it happens with my stuff.
Okay.
But not very often. And if I do, I always call John. I say, John, come here.
Yeah, we don't all have a John.
I love John. Okay.
I would love a John too.
Everybody needs an IT genius.
Right.
And that's John. So back to the FBI. So so use Authenticator app.
Okay.
Okay. Moving on to number 2. How's that song go? Every breath you take, every move you make. Okay, can you sing it?
Every breath you take. I think this is the P. Diddy version. I think that I've actually just been canceled.
Baby oil
I'll
version.
be watching you. Yeah, that's Sting.
Yes. Walmart greeters and Walmart employees are soon going to be wearing body cams.
That's smart, actually. That's a good. I don't think that you're in a Walmart. You have zero expectation of privacy. And the fact that you have now moving cameras to help security, I like that. It's a good idea.
I wish they had like a button so you could take a picture of it, like the people of Walmart.
Oh, they got video. Forget about just a picture.
True. It's just like
we're running TikTok channel.
I go to Walmart never. Okay.
Never?
No, I've been 2 times in my life to a Walmart.
In your entire life.
Yes.
Walmart has everything.
Well, it depends what you consider what you need for everything.
But it's got like if you need batteries and batteries.
Okay, I bought a big wheel once there.
Okay.
Okay. And then
Was this because you were going to some kids' party and you didn't have a gift, and so it was the closest thing on the way?
Exactly.
All right.
Okay. You get a big wheel.
Yeah.
And then another time, it was the only pharmacy that was open on Christmas Day, and my mom needed something.
Okay.
And so I was like, and you know how sad it was to be in the pharmacy department of Walmart.
Were there even other people there?
Oh, the place was loaded, and I'm standing there like, oh hi, I'm just gonna wait over here. I'm not gonna touch anything.
There's already people in line with returns. It still had the tape and a little bits of wrapping on it, and they wanted to get their money back.
Exactly. If this radio gig doesn't work out for you, there's a new title,
Oh, what is it?
new job. It's called an AI therapist. AI therapist. What do you think an AI therapist
That's what I'm trying
does?
to break down. Am I using artificial intelligence to help someone through therapy, or am I giving therapy to the AI chatbots to make them more human-like? Those are my 2 options that I'm going
Actually,
with.
you were pretty smart with that. I'm going to give it to you.
Okay.
I mean, I normally don't throw you a lot of compliments.
Never.
Okay. But, I'm not going to talk about your gray socks, but
They're white.
are those ones I brought
I
you?
bleached them.
Okay. I had to give you socks. because
I
they
like
were
those too. I need to buy more of those. All
They
right,
were
which one was it?
expensive. It's a therapist that is helping AI
Yeah, okay.
because trying to keep the AI on the rails, to keep the AI ethical,
Right.
and to have make the AI have integrity, because the AI is going to reach consciousness.
But then there was another story out a couple days ago. Ex-Google CEO
Yes.
says the minute it reaches consciousness, we need to unplug it.
We need to unplug that thing.
So what are we doing?
It's going to look around and go, whoa.
You guys are worthless.
You are bad. You are bad, bad, bad. Your kids are on Roblox.
Of course.
You know there's online casinos in there?
No.
Yeah.
But now, well, I guess it could be real money
No,
because you
it's
put
real
in
money.
real Roblox.
It's real money. And they are converting some of the winnings into real cash, into real crypto.
Oh, wow.
And so you got to talk to your kids about, like, if they see, like, casinos online.
Right, so
Roblox.
teach them how to play blackjack, teach them how to make craps
Yes,
so they can make real
exactly.
money.
You
I
know,
gotcha.
You know, if it's a soft 16, whether or not you...
Right. You got to have a rule. You either always hit on 16 or you always don't hit on 16. Just stick with it.
I always, it seems like every time I hit a 16, I always lose.
That's the rule, though.
I know, you're supposed to.
It's a percentage. You got to decide whether you hit on 16 or you don't. And you just do it every single time, regardless of the situation. Don't go on feeling. Don't go on emotion. I'm a 16 hitter or I'm not a 16 hitter.
Barry and I were at the casino in Scottsdale not too long ago. And there's the high rollers room.
Right. Which is usually empty.
So I went into the high rollers room. 'Cause I'm
Okay.
like, okay, well, first of all, the high rollers, it was like $10 a hand. Okay. And I'm like, all right. So there's this guy, and he's like really into it. And, you've seen the guy. He sits on the end, and he's drinking, and he is like hunched over.
He sits on the end where he gets served first, right?
Yes.
So no one can mess with his decisions.
No, I'm sorry. No. On the other
Other
side.
end.
Other end.
So he gets to decide whether the
Yes.
dealer gets to see the next card or
He
not.
was the last. He's the last guy
Gotcha.
to get cards, and so I come rolling in like, "Hey, how are you? Nice to see you."
Nobody wants to have fun while they're gambling, Tim.
I know. And I'm talking to the dealer and find out, he's from Toledo, Ohio, and and just having a great old time. Yeah, sure, I'll have another vodka soda. And then he's like giving me dirty looks, and Barry's like, "Kim, stop!" And
Calm down.
Yeah.
Stop being too bubbly.
Yeah, stop being so happy all the time. And then this guy, and then I'm playing, and he looks at me and goes, "Did you play much?" And I started laughing. I go, "You're kidding me, right?" And I said, play all the time.
I'm a professional.
Okay. And then the next hand comes out. I forget what it was. I think I hit like on an 11 or something like
Well,
that.
that's a good one. You always
and
hit
the guy,
11.
but the dealer had like a 3 showing.
Okay.
So I got a 10. I got 21. And,
Right.
Okay. So then he really wanted that 10, or it would have helped him. And so he's like, oh, damn it, you took my card. I'm like, and then finally I said, is this like your life savings here? Because it's like $100. And he's like, I need this money.
Oh,
I need
he
this
got
money.
serious.
Yeah, he got really serious. And then he got mad, and then he picked up his chips and he left.
He's taking his ball and going home.
I know. I'm like, whatever. Okay.
I've been there before. I've been in a Vegas casino where we're having fun at the table and people are trying to be serious. They just leave.
Yeah, they just leave.
Yeah.
Just the way it is. Speaking of money, there's a new crypto that's soaring. I'm not making this up. Has an $800 million market value cap. It's beating Dogecoin. It's called Fartcoin. Okay. Fartcoin.
I have some of those.
You have Fartcoin?
Yeah, pull my finger. I'll show you.
Fartcoin.
What? No, for when crypto first came out, all of it was backed by technology, right? Go and buy Ethereum because Ethereum is going to be the best way to store CDs or whatever.
I got Ethereum. Okay.
But what is Fartcoin backed by?
Nothing.
Nothing?
It's like a pump and dump type
It's a
of
meme
scheme.
coin.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So if you're going to be part of a pump and dump, that's fine. Just make sure you're at the pump and not the dump.
Well, you know what they say. Never trust a fart.
No, never.
Never trust a fart. All right, so we are going to be doing something new
Okay.
because we're trying to get more people engaged.
Yeah, engagement's fair. I hear that all the time in corporate America.
Does it?
Engagement is important.
Is it? Yes.
If you don't have engagement, you got nothing.
You have to have engagement.
Right. Because engagement helps the algorithm.
And the algorithm helps feed the advertising.
Right.
So it all starts at engagement.
That's the bottom floor.
So shout out goes out to Jan.
Okay.
She says, Kim, love your newsletter. Love getting up-to-date information, gift ideas. Oh, thank you, Jan. And your sense of humor and your dad jokes. Thank you, Jan. We love you for that.
So this shout out segment is just going to be you every single week complimenting yourself.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Wonder who came up with this idea for a new segment.
Actually, it was Ramin.
Suck it up to the new boss. Nice work, Ramin.
Tammy Miller.
I wonder if she has positive things to say about Kim. Let's listen.
She does.
What?
It's a shocker. I know. I love your radio show, and I was hesitant to sign up for another newsletter, but I'm glad I finally did. I'm learning so much.
2 compliments right there.
Wait, there's
more? I acted too soon?
there's Dennis Burns. I enjoy your newsletter every morning with my coffee and fur babies.
Fur babies. Oh, he's got puppies.
And now we have a special thanks
Okay.
because
Those were just regulars.
those are just regular people.
This is a super shout out.
This is amazing. You don't know this, but I know a lot of people in high places.
Do you?
I know a lot of people. Like you should see my iPhone contacts.
I'm expecting a huge name now that you've had this build up.
It's incredible. Here, take a listen.
Oh, oh, oh. Each morning I read your delightful newsletter, The Current, with my coffee. It's such a magical read and helps me immensely with the GPS tracking in my sleigh, especially when Rudolph is feeling a bit unpredictable. Ho, ho, ho. Your newsletter truly makes a difference.
Who knew?
Santa.
Burt Reynolds gets the newsletter.
How much does Santa pay for parking?
I don't know. How much does Santa pay for parking?
Nothing. It's on the house.
Ba-dum-bum.
Joining us in just a few minutes.
Yeah.
Is Ian,
Your boy child.
my boy child. Hi, Jen's here. He's going to be talking about something that's happening in colleges. Kind of crazy story.
All right.
Is that my phone
No,
or
it's
your
mine.
phone going off?
It's mine. Okay, the volume's all the way down
Yeah,
now.
thank you. Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
Professional. He's a professional broadcaster.
There we go.
What are you talking about first? The phone bill?
No.
Doing the toilet first?
Yeah.
Okay.
So prepared.
We should have rehearsals.
Nah.
Okay. All right. So this Skibidi Toilet.
Right.
Okay.
What do you mean Skibidi Toilet's coming to Fortnite?
Okay. Well, first of all, I have seen the videos, and I don't really understand the appeal of a porcelain toilet with a man's face in it.
Okay. First of all, this is not, I am included. You don't get it because you're old. I am included in that as well.
You're old too.
This is not made for us. Skibidi Toilet is a YouTube cartoon series. It's a meme cartoon series, which are a series of short videos that tell a story. And one of the reasons, that's one of the reasons why it got so big is because you have to start at the beginning to understand what's going on in episode 42. Oh. And they're only 30 seconds long. So people went back to the beginning and just started watching them all the way through. We're talking billions of views.
Okay, what is like a story that you do with a toilet and a guy's face in the toilet?
The Duff Boom is the YouTube creator. He's an animator. He came out with a video taking a character from Half-Life 2, you know that video game? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Took a character from Half-Life 2 and had him dancing to the Skibidi dance. Do you know the Skibidi dance?
No.
You've probably seen it. It's like a Middle Eastern guy who's got a really big belly. And then the song's like, Skibidi num num yes, Skibidi num num yes. And when he dances, his belly bounces.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
So he took that song, put it to his animation, and it went viral, like 18 million views. And he had previously animated toilets. So he took the head from the character in the first video and had it come out of a toilet. And it wasn't really in the beginning telling a story, but people were liking it. They were watching it. They were just quick memes, and every single one has the Skibidi Toilet song.
I think we have a video.
You have a video from Skibidi Toilet here?
Do we?
What the heck is going on you?
I have a 10-year-old. I know this.
What the heck is going on?
So this is actually season 1, right? This is the toilets the heads coming out of the toilets, and they're starting to invade planet Earth. And at one point in season 1, they start destroying humans. And they need a hero to stop this war of Skibidi Toilets, ending the planet and taking over the planet. And so obviously, what's going to destroy a toilet with a head coming out of it? A cameraman.
I didn't see that coming.
No. Okay. So there's the cameramen and the speaker heads and the TV heads, and they're at war with the Skibidi Toilets.
Okay. Right now, okay, we are wondering why we don't have aliens come visit us because
maybe that's what happened.
They're looking at us going like, okay, first of all, they have nuclear bombs pointed at each other. Okay. And if they blow them up, they're going to blow up each other and everybody.
Maybe that's what the drones are on the East Coast. They're just the aliens coming to try to figure out why we pay attention to Skibidi Toilet.
All right, so Skibidi Toilet.
So then he keeps going on. It gains in popularity. Billions of views. I think it's season 20, 77 episodes.
So does your 10-year-old son sing that song?
Oh, yeah. Love it. They love Skibidi Toilet.
Okay.
They watch it all the time, and it's a quick watch. Like, you can watch a whole season in, like, 4 minutes.
Okay.
It's really quick, but it gets billion of views. They just released for this Christmas the Skibidi Toilet toy, which is so freaking expensive.
How much is it?
$50.
What is it? Is it just a toilet with a face in it?
Yep. Yep.
Do you like flush it or anything?
Yeah, you flush it, it makes a noise, and then the head pops up. $50.
Did you buy it?
No.
Okay.
I got some of the little figures for him for Christmas. Okay. And those are like, where you don't know it's a mystery pack or whatever. I got him like 3 of those. But the big news and why we're talking about Skibidi Toilet is Skibidi Toilet's coming to Fortnite. This is going to be one of the biggest skins, I think, in Fortnite history. This guy is
making a fortune.
He is. It's just a dude. Duff Boom is his name on YouTube, if you're interested. And he's making a fortune.
How old is he?
I think he's now in his 30s. Or maybe still late 20s.
How much do you think he's making?
You've got to think $50 million a year.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, the licensing alone on everything for Skibidi Toilet, the licensing is millions of dollars.
You know, there's always things that I look back and I think, why didn't I think of that? Like, why didn't I think of buying like business.com and all these? Mm-hmm. This is one of those things I've never looked back and said, it's like, this was not even in my sphere.
But also too, you always say that this is going to die. This is going to go away. And the 10-year-olds are going to become 15-year-olds. And then, But then when they become 25-year-olds, it's going to come back because it's going to be nostalgia. And the same thing's going to happen when they're 45.
Yes.
It's never going to die.
like
This is in the culture.
It's like, I know the guy who bought the Ninja Turtles.
He bought the Ninja Turtles?
Yeah. And when he was buying the Ninja Turtles, this was years ago, I
Okay.
actually looked at him. I was like, oh, really? I mean, he spent like, I don't know, like 20 million or something.
That's it?
Yeah, on the Ninja Turtles. And then right after, like 2 years later, I saw him again. I'm like, that was so smart.
Yeah, because he brought them back.
Yeah, did the
They were dead
movies.
for a while, but he brought the turtles back.
Yes, did it back.
So if you have young kids and they're talking about Skibidi Toilets coming to Fortnite and they're so excited, I believe it's already live. Yeah, I think it's already live. You can get the Plunger Man skin. Plunger Man's one of the camera heads that has plungers as secret weapons. You can get that. It's 2,200 V-Bucks.
That's a lot.
$20.
All right. So is there like a saying, like, so if you're around a 10-year-old, you just say like Skibidi Toilet?
Yeah, but Skibidi Toilet is like the F word. You can use it as however you want. Something is good, it's Skibidi. Something's bad, it's Skibidi Toilet.
Okay, so Skibidi.
Skibidi, this show, Skibidi.
Skibidi.
Yeah.
Okay, you know
Your
what?
jokes, Skibidi Toilet.
No. You know what's worse than a cold toilet seat?
What could it be?
A warm one.
Skibidi!
So there's another person in the room now.
Boo!
Yeah.
Hi, Ian.
Hi, Ian.
I just spawned right here.
Boom.
I was listening to Skibidi Toilet. I couldn't listen to it anymore, so I had to jump in.
Show up.
Thank
Yeah.
you. 'Cause I was like, I'm sitting there like, is it Skibidi or just Skibidi Toilet?
It's either or.
It's either one, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's see, but this is the thing that helps me stay groovy
You
and hip.
just remember, no matter how you use it, it's going to be awkward. So it doesn't matter.
Oh, Skibidi.
There you go. Case in point.
I've listened to so much Skibidi Toilet talk. I just listened to you guys. I still don't even know what a Skibidi Toilet is. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I thought that was your generation. I thought you were at the tail end.
I'm not a Skibidi Toilet guy.
All right.
I'm more of a normal toilet guy. Yeah.
Two types of people in this
Yeah.
world.
I still can't forget when the show you were talking about ghost poop. You know what that?
No.
Eric,
You
explain
don't
what-
know what a ghost poop is?
I don't know. Is that when I forget to flush and
No,
then
no, you don't
somebody
have
walks
to
in?
flush.
Oh.
Because you go, and then when you stand up to look, it's gone.
Oh.
It just perfectly was positioned to go right down the
I don't
chute.
think I've ever had that.
Oh, it's a miracle. It's a once in a lifetime
Is it?
opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should try it.
Yeah.
It's awful. So, so what's going on?
Well, we're talking about challenges today.
Okay.
You know, and everyone likes a good prank and a good challenge, except what happened last week was not either one. So, are you aware of the Connecticut shooting prank challenge?
Whoa, those words should not
Yeah.
go together at all.
Yeah, I'm
No, that's
no,
bad news.
That's bad.
Yeah,
that is bad.
that's pretty bad. So, you're not aware of this?
No.
You heard of this? So, you know, two guys, they wanted some internet clout, and they thought, well, what's the best way we could do this is to be creative. So apparently this is a challenge. I haven't seen anything of it. I haven't seen anyone attempt to do this challenge except for these two guys. They're freshmen at, well, not anymore, but they were freshmen at University of Connecticut, and they thought it would be a great idea as a prank to run into the cafeteria and brandished their phone like a firearm. The other guy recorded, of course, because, you know, you have to record.
So holding the phone like a handgun?
yeah,
Kinda
exactly.
like this?
Yeah, holding it,
Okay.
you know. So,
I mean, kind of.
yeah, you know, and from a distance, you could get away with that.
Sure.
So they went into the cafeteria, they stood on one of the tables, and then they both screamed at all the students and ordered everyone to get down, and that there was an active shooter in the building.
They thought like this was going to be a good idea.
They thought it might garner a few laughs and, more importantly, a lot of likes on the
Kim's
internet.
jokes get more laughs than that would.
That is true, and not many laughs. Tell you that. Pity laughs.
So, did the,
Ouch! My own son. Your allowance is cut in half.
Yo,
so did they
that's not
quickly
good.
say, "Oh, we're just kidding. It's just a prank"?
Yeah, and how long did they do it for?
Well, I know that it went on for a few minutes, and then the security came in, and the cops were called. These two guys were arrested. They're both looking at years in prison for
Oh,
this.
my gosh.
One of them in particular is looking at a 1 to 10 year prison sentence for threatening or brandishing
And they're
a
like
firearm.
18 years old because they're freshmen.
They're 18 years old. They're freshmen. One of them is in-state in Connecticut, so he has a lower tuition of around $20,000. The other is out of state. I believe he's from Minnesota, and so he's paying around $41,000. So it's a terrible situation because they've either stacked up student loans, the parents are paying for it, or they were lucky enough to get a scholarship, which is immediately revoked now.
So here's the important question, though. How
Yeah.
many clicks did the video get? I mean, did they go viral?
It wasn't even posted.
Oh, man.
Because they got arrested before they could even
Double
hit the
screw.
upload button.
They're just morons.
What would you think? First, I want to start off with Kim here. What would you think? $41,000 a year to send your kid, then you get a phone call from the police that they did a TikTok challenge that involved a school shooting.
I don't know what I would do. I probably would. Well, I'm your mother. What do you think I would do?
I don't know. It wouldn't be good.
It wouldn't be good.
Now,
I think it would start with, "Are you effing kidding me?"
There would be some curse words thrown around
That's
for
appropriate.
sure.
It's definitely appropriate.
No, it's appropriate for sure. What would you do, Andrew?
God, I never like to use the word shame when it comes to my kid because they make mistakes. They get in trouble. They do things wrong, but I don't want them to know that I feel shame about them. I would tell them I am ashamed of them.
Yes.
I would definitely imprint into their souls that what they did was brought shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be bad. And then so everybody was probably freaking out because they don't know whether it's real, right?
Some of the students said, I get how it could be a challenge or a prank, but it wasn't really that funny. And
It's
then
not
some
a
other
challenge.
people were hiding under tables and freaking out and screaming.
It's not a challenge when you're the only one who does it and no one does it after that.
No.
It's just a dumb idea.
They're calling everything a challenge now.
It's true.
Yeah.
So these two guys, they were sitting around saying, "Okay, I got an idea." I mean, that's what happened.
One of them had to come up with the idea, and then the other one went, yeah.
You know what? You hold the gun
Right.
with your phone, and I'll record it.
Yeah.
Now, how are we going to do this so that we get the best angle? Because we want to get
That is true.
everybody freaking out, and then we have to stand on a table so that they can see
And they yelled
us.
everyone on the floor.
Because this way, if we're just in the corner, we're not going to be able to get a good shot.
We're going to have to get the TikTok shop going early so we
Yeah.
can sell the merch right after this launches
true.
because so many people are going to love it.
This is going to be so great.
Well,
for
maybe they'll
us.
put their mugshots on the merch. That could be something. People
Instead of
buy
their
anything.
one phone call from jail, they asked for their one TikTok post.
That's it.
That is awful.
Well, we actually have a
Idiots.
clip. If we could roll the clip of the news.
Oh, yeah. There they are.
Yeah, there they
yeah,
are.
they
Those
look
are-
like they're idiots that would do this.
they are.
Tan Bao walked into the dining hall and held a cell phone in a two-handed shooter stance and then began yelling at students at their tables. And Nathaniel Gaz was recording it all on his cell phone. He was also yelling aggressively at students. Both of these students have been charged with several crimes, including a felony for threatening. Police are taking this very seriously. They've set bond at $50,000, and these two students are due in court on the 21st.
Throw the book at them.
Yeah. Well, the principal is having a hard time because he's saying, we don't condone this behavior.
Right.
It's completely unacceptable and they need to be prosecuted. But do we ruin these two guys' lives because of something they did when they were 18?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I think, you know
yeah.
what?
A 10-year prison sentence, that's way too much.
Let's just
That's
hope
a lot.
they don't reproduce.
Yeah. That is true.
All right. So we all have our phone bills.
Yeah.
When's the last time you looked at your cell phone bill?
Well, recently, because I switched carriers.
Can I ask a personal question?
Yes.
Of course.
Do you pay your own cell phone bill?
I'm starting to pay for some stuff.
Didn't
And
get a yes or a no?
cell phone bill is coming soon.
Okay.
It's under the family bundle.
But that's
It
most
is.
people too. I was just curious.
And how much?
because-
What is it? Yours is like what?
Mine's $37 a month. You know, if we want to talk after this, we can put that on my expenses. I'm good for it. So
You can handle the
Yeah,
37?
I can tackle that one.
But when you go solo and it jumps up to 95,
Well, we don't go there yet.
Let's not get crazy.
We're still family here, you know.
I'm driving them to work every day.
Yeah.
I was talking about Gen Zers.
What's that?
That there's a story in the New York Post about how a lot of Gen Zers, their mom or dad will drive them to work.
Oh.
So that this way they get to work on time, and also the Gen Zers gives them a chance to relax before they have to work.
Yeah.
sure, they got to chill. They
Yeah.
got to have that me time
No,
before
I'd
they
like
do
to
a whole 8
relax.
hours.
Yeah, have a little personal driver here. I miss it. I'm driving her around all the time, you know. I miss it. I miss having a little chauffeur.
I told him
make me
that-
dinner too. I mean, it was great.
I told them the story about when I took your car away and then I was
that was the
dropping you off in the
best.
Ferrari.
No, that was the best. That was the best.
All right, so phone bills.
Yeah, there's this guy. He had a problem with his phone, so he called up AT&T, and they actually told him, "We're going to have to transfer this to the store because we need you to go into the store." Normally, they want you to use the Indian customer service reps or whatever, the tech reps on the phone because it's cheaper for them. But they transferred it to the store, and he went into the store, and the store said, "Yeah, this is a big problem. We're going to need 2 days to work on this. So leave your phone here." And he was kind of frustrated, but he wanted to get fixed. Came back 2 days later, everything was fixed. It was all great. So he took his phone, and he was on a family plan like you guys talk about. It had 4 lines on there. And a month later, he gets his bill, and they had used 3 gigs of data between 4 phones. That's not a lot.
No.
I think that's what I do a week, maybe even every
That's
couple
probably-
of days.
I'm on unlimited for a reason. So,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
And he had unlimited, so he wasn't worried about it until he got his bill for $6,500.
How does that happen?
Because when they transferred it from customer service to in-store, the worker in store switched him from unlimited to pay as you go.
Oh no.
No
Yes.
way.
And it is $2 a megabyte. If you have pay as you go, just know when you check an email, it's $8. So it's $2. He used 3 gigs, $6,000. And AT&T said, no, that's the plan you're on. You got to pay the bill. You shouldn't have used that 3 gigs of data.
Even though it wasn't his fault.
It wasn't his
No, it
fault.
wasn't his fault at all. And that's what he was complaining. He's like, I've always had unlimited. I had unlimited last month. Check my
So
bill.
somebody at the store did that.
Well, then they said, well, you must have told him to change from unlimited to pay as you go.
AT&T.
That's crazy.
Took a couple days. They reversed all the charges. They got the family plan back on unlimited. But imagine right before Christmas getting a $6,000
It's
phone
so
bill.
typical of AT&T is such a bad outfit.
I think it's typical of all customer service now.
Yeah.
Is that it's not like they're supposed to help the customer or the customer's always right. That expression is out the window.
Yeah.
It's fight for whatever and make them fight and fight and fight and fight until you finally concede.
Yes, until and sometimes I sit there and I think maybe I'm just being mean, but I'm not. I just want whatever I deserve or what I paid for.
But they make you fight for it. That's not your fault.
Yes. When's the last time you had to fight for something?
For customer service? I just switched from an iPhone to, and I lost. I lost clearly, but I just switched from AT&T to Verizon.
Because you should have fought that with Costco.
Yeah, I didn't, but that's what they're banking on. They're banking on you just going, eh. And then, but I mean, I switched back to Verizon and I got a great offer from Verizon, got a free iPad and free Apple Watch that I'm giving my kids for Christmas. So it kind of worked out.
Oh, that was good.
That's very nice.
Not too bad. But I fought and I didn't fight very hard. Maybe 3 or 4 attempts at it until I gave up and just moved on.
You know, she's in the middle of a customer service battle right now.
What?
The jacket.
Which jacket?
Your 2 jackets.
Oh, God. I will never buy anything from the store again.
The store?
The store. It's called Cherry in Los Angeles. Never shop there.
Okay, what happened? I'm now very
I like
curious.
the clothes, but that's just me.
They have this really cool sailing jacket.
Okay.
And and I sail. Mm-hmm. And I race my sailboat.
And it said Oracle on it, and you're a big Oracle
yes,
fan.
it had Oracle, and it's just it's like a NASCAR jacket for sailors.
Okay.
It's very expensive.
What are we talking? Come on.
How much?
It's like $600 each.
So I bought a small for me,
Okay.
and medium for Ian.
Okay.
Okay. Because this way we look cute together when we're on the boat.
And I'm sure that's what most 20-somethings love is to match with their mother.
I don't if it's something like that. I don't know.
Tell them about the T-shirt I gave you.
Yeah, I mean, she likes giving me all these "I Heart My Mommy" T-shirts and stuff. I'm
Goes
gonna
great with
have
that
a collection
jacket.
of them by the end of the year. So, yeah, I'm gonna wear it. At least I could zip up the jacket. That's the thing.
All right, so you have these 2 jackets, one for
Okay.
you, one for Ian. Very
And
expensive.
Very expensive. And the smallest is too big on me, so I need an extra small.
Okay.
Okay. The medium is too small for Ian, so he needs a large.
All right, so you got to return both of them.
Right.
Or exchange, not even return.
Exchange, just exchange. So we get the jackets and then go to New York. And I'm thinking, I didn't read the fine print.
Well, no one does.
Okay. The fine print is a 3-day return or exchange policy. 3 days.
I'm going to go with you assume when you buy something, including clothing, you got 30 days.
That's how it is for
That's-
everything
that's
that I
the
know.
assumption.
Yeah.
3 days. Okay. So Amber, she's trying to, she's like, I'll send you their plane tickets. I'll send you this and that. And they're like, nope, that's the policy. Nope, we're not going to do anything.
That's
Okay,
the thing.
then you take the jackets to the store. What
Yeah.
happened? What happened when you took them to the store?
Well, the lady, she was very nice.
Wait,
but-
is this after you attempted
Yes.
to return them outside of the 4.5-hour return policy? That they
Exactly.
have?
Yes. So by now it'd been 7 hours. So I went to the store and I met with nice girl there, the cashier, and she tried to process it through the system. She admitted it was ridiculous on their part, but she said there was nothing she could do. Her little iPad, it didn't let her. So
And did you tell her you just want to exchange, not
That's
get any
it.
money back?
That's
Just
it.
exchange.
and she said, "We have them right here. I'm happy to give them to you." She goes on the iPad.
Nope.
Denied. So
Didn't
what are you
work.
going to do? How are you going to keep fighting?
I am going to dispute the charge on the credit card.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
And this is what I always do. Is I go over on the whatever their website is.
Mm-hmm.
And there's always that happy letter about how they take care of their customers. They love the environment. They have
Right.
a small global footprint. All
Well,
this
yeah,
other
everyone
good stuff.
does,
Yes. But in there somewhere, you're going to find whoever's in charge, whoever started the outfit. And then what you do is you figure out their email address, which isn't very hard. You can go to sites like Crunchbase or wherever, and you'll get their email address. And then you say like, "Dear Bob," on your website, you say that you started this company because you wanted to change the world. And you wanted to provide love and kindness.
You wanted to lower
strangers.
his carbon footprint, which
Yes.
is something that you attempt to do on the daily.
I do.
You're very good about
I'm
that.
very good at that, and I have the biggest carbon footprint ever. And then say, and I attempted to follow these policies, and I was shocked that unlike 99.9% of all retailers that offer a 30-day return policy, that I attempted to return 7 days after I received your package, that I'm not able to do that.
There's one important detail that we're also missing too, is that in the fine print, which I didn't read when we were ordering these jackets because it was like size 6 font.
Right.
It said these jackets are made to order. It's going to take 6 to 8 weeks.
How are they made to order if you have small, medium, and extra small? If you have generic sizes,
I
they're
don't know.
not
They
made
got-
to order.
They got them in the store right now.
I have no idea. No idea. So, yeah.
So it's not like we were expecting this delivery anytime soon.
Right, exactly. 6 to 8 weeks, exactly.
Yeah.
And you guys were out of town.
Yeah.
So then we checked in. We went to New York, checked into the hotel, and the room's not ready. But we had called the day before and said we were looking for an early check-in.
Mm-hmm.
So I get this guy behind the counter. He's like in his mid-30s. And I said, so he says, the room is not ready, and we can store your luggage for you. And I said, so what time will the room be ready? And he says, well, our check-in time is at 4 p.m. And I said, so what time will the room be ready? And he looks at me and he says, the check-in time is at 4 p.m. And I said, well, I get that. I said, but we requested and you said that there would be an earlier check-in, so I'm wondering what time the room will be ready. And he looks at me again. He says, check-in is at 4 p.m. And I said,
You said, I feel like you're giving me the runaround here. So
I said, well, what I said, here's what here's what I'm thinking right now. Is that if I were checking into like the Four Seasons or the St. Regis, and this is the first time where I'm checking in at your hotel because I wanted to try something new. Normally at the Four Seasons or the Hilton, the Hyatt, anybody else, that person in your position would say, let me check with housekeeping to see if the room will be ready sooner. And he looked at me and he said, the room will be ready at 4 p.m. And I said, I feel like you're giving me the runaround. I'd like to speak to the front desk manager, please.
Please tell me he was the manager.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Thankfully.
And so I said, I'll be sitting right there. So she comes running out. Oh, Miss Crandall, and basically, it's as I explained to Ian, and as I said, this is a training issue.
Yeah.
Okay, that nobody's told this guy when somebody's checking in, and they're getting 2 rooms.
But he had an attitude, and the thing is that I feel like all customer service has gone out the window. It's like when you walk in those luxury stores and they try to get you to prove that you can buy something, and they give you this little snarky attitude. I feel like before social media, they would be thrilled and delighted to have your business, and now it's like, all right, come on in, whatever, I'm here.
When did you get your room?
About 30 minutes after that.
So they found a room fast.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
Oh, it must know. Maybe you guys got there at 3:30, so it was just 4 o'clock.
That's exactly what happened. Yeah.
It was almost 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
It was just close to 4
4
o'clock.
o'clock somewhere.
I don't know why you were overreacting. It was going to be 4 o'clock, pretty soon. So
Yeah, because we're hard for your money.
Yeah.
And I know that, maybe he's having a bad day, but I don't care. I just.
That is not where I thought that sentence. I thought it was going to be this compassionate understanding. I know he's having a bad day, but I don't care.
I don't.
you keep it real. I mean, it's
It's just the way it is.
That was funny.
All right. Folks, thanks for being here, and we appreciate you as always. We'll be back on. Are we doing a show on Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing a show on Friday. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll see you on Friday. Make sure that you leave a nice comment too. And if you want to say my jokes are funny, that would be amazing.
But don't be too nice about her. Nothing. No weird comments. I don't like this. I'm gonna be looking.
You don't like the one who's like, "Oh, I like your mom."
No.
She's a MILF.
No, I don't need to hear that.
No.
This program is a copyrighted production of Westar Multimedia Entertainment and protected by the copyright laws. Any rebroadcast or use of this program for commercial, business, economic, or financial purposes without the written permission of Westar Multimedia Entertainment is strictly prohibited.